Hello, good morning. Welcome once again to News Update brought to you by Studio 77, your go-to source for the latest and most important stories. I am Ade-Adeleke Favour Eewajesu and I'm always on duty to bring you the news that matters. Now, before we go into today's news update, let's do a brief recap on yesterday's headlines. Nigerian police orders immediate removal of 52 retired senior officers from federal payroll. JAMB releases 2025 mock UTME results. 2027, Tinubu moves to halt APC defections from CPC bloc. Lassa Fever, farmer store owners urged to avoid drying grains on the ground. Atalanta beats Bologna 2-0 to relaunch Champions League bid. Now, what's making today's headlines? Come with me. Let's find out together. On the national news, Governor Alia warning on unapproved visits to Benue. Benue State Governor Reverend Father Hyacinth Alia has cautioned against unauthorized visits to the state, including internally displaced persons camps. He emphasized that any such visits without prior approval pose security risks and advised intended visitors to seek permission from Benue State Emergency Management Agency BSEMA. Kwara Tescom disqualifies candidates over failed drug tests. In Kwara State, 8 out of 1,800 candidates shortlisted for teaching positions under the Teaching Service Commission Tescom have been disqualified after testing positive for banned substances including tramadol and marijuana. The affected individuals will be replaced by the next best performing candidates from their respective local government areas. Now let's move on to the corridor of politics. Presidency response on U.S. court order to Tinubu. The Nigerian presidency has dismissed a recent U.S. court order directing the release of certain documents related to President Bola Tinubu, labeling it as inconsequential to Nigeria's legal and political processes. This stands contrast with that of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who has expressed different views on the matter. Cross River Deputy Governorship candidate defects to APC. Emmanuel Ambrose Amawe, the People's Democratic Party Deputy Governorship candidate in the 2023 elections, has officially joined the All Progressive Congress APC in Cross River State. A defection is seen as a significant political shift in the state's landscape. Sowunmi criticizes opposition coalition plans. Segun Sowunmi, a chieftain of the PDP, has expressed skepticism about the opposition's ability to form a coalition capable of unseating the APC in the 2027 election. He argued that replicating the 2015 condition model may not yield the desired results due to current political dynamics. Now moving on to the news on health. Polio, Kwara set to vaccinate 1 million children. The Kwara State Government is set to immunize over 1 million children under the age of 5 during the next round of immunization plus days, scheduled to take place from April 26 to 29, 2025. The campaign is part of ongoing efforts to strengthen children's immunity and protect them against poliomyelitis, a highly contagious viral disease that primarily affects young children. The immunization exercise will be carried out across all 16 local government areas of the state, according to reports. Denmark would eradicate cervical cancer by 2040. Denmark aims to eradicate cervical cancer by 2040 thanks to a national HPV vaccination campaign and screening program, the Danish Cancer Society said on Monday. Even before 2040, so few women have the disease that it may be considered eradicated, the Danish Cancer Society said in a statement. It will be the first time a cancer has disappeared, it said. The current cervical cancer rate in Denmark is lower than 10 out of 100,000 women, according to a study in the Danish medical journal Script for Liga. According to the World Health Organization WHO criteria, the disease will be considered eradicated when there is an incidence rate more than 4 per 100,000 women. Now let's move to the world of business. Agbakoba suggests measures to boost economic growth. Legal luminary Olisa Agbakoba has proposed several strategies to stimulate Nigeria's economic growth, including judicial reforms, infrastructural development, and the promotion of small and medium-sized enterprises (SME). He emphasized the need for a holistic approach to address the nation's economic challenges. Now let's move to the world of tech. NITDA warns against fake Google Play Store applications. The National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, has alerted Nigerians to the proliferation of counterfeit applications on the Google Play Store. Users are advised to verify app authenticity and permissions before downloading to protect their data and devices. Now, moving on to the dynamic world of sports. Ademola Lookman confirms departure from Atalanta. Nigerian international Lookman Ademola has announced his exit from Italian Serie A club Atalanta. The winger expressed gratitude to the club and fans, stating that he looks forward to new challenges in his football career. Now moving on to the international news to keep us in loop of what's happening around the world. Gabon junta leader wins presidential election by landslide. Gabon's military leader Brice Nguema, who led the 2023 coup that ended Ali Bongo's rule, has been declared the winner of the presidential election. Mr. Nguema, who has led the country since the coup in 2023, won the election on Saturday with more than 90% of the votes. And with this, we've come to the end of today's news update. But before we wrap up, just a quick advice. Stay safe and healthy with the current heat wave. Remember to drink plenty of water to stay hydrated. Additionally, let's prioritize proper food storage and handling to prevent the spread of Lassa Fever. Let's take care of ourselves and our community. And do not forget to give us a like, share and comment, and also follow us on our social media platforms on Instagram Studio 77, on Facebook Studio 77, on TikTok at the Studio 77, on X at Studio 077, and on YouTube at Studio 077. I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Till then, stay safe and stay informed. I remain beauty always on duty. Bye.